heaven, Mac.
I'm totally serious when I tell you that the Super Mario Bros. Movie official teaser trailer absolutely blew me away. This was, the movie itself I was always optimistic about. Even when the casting was announced, it may have slightly concerned me, but I still believe that somehow, some way, this movie could end up being exactly what I wanted out of a Mario movie. And now, after getting that teaser trailer and seeing that poster just a couple days ago, this is exactly what I wanted to see. And it not only met my expectations, but I'd even say that it exceeded them as well. I gotta be honest, when the first leaked image of Mario came out just, I think, yesterday at this point, or 2 days ago, depending on whenever this video is uploaded, on Twitter, it freaked me out just a little bit because I didn't think it looked as good as I wanted it to be. But over time, it continued to grow on me. It just seemed a little off, the proportions or whatever it was. Maybe it was the eye size, I'm not sure, but it just didn't really feel... It felt like Mario, but not really. It was confusing, but once that kind of got updated the next day, and even as time went on, as I continued just looking at it, it grew on me. And I was worried that somehow this trailer would also have that same effect, where it was okay, but it would have to grow on me. But on my first viewing of this thing, I instantly fell in love with it. For me, the visuals weren't really my biggest concern, at least in the very beginning, especially now after seeing that poster. It was like, okay, I know the movie's going to, at the very least, look very nice. And at that point, the only concern then was the voice acting. And the moment I heard Jack Black as Bowser and step out of the giant airship or castle or whatever this thing is going to be, I was stunned. I knew that Jack Black could pull off this role, and a lot of people seem to believe that he's going to be carrying this film, which I'm not totally sure on. I definitely do believe that he will do a great job, but I also believe that there is still potential there to be had with Chris Pratt's Mario, Keegan-Michael Key's Toad, and also Charlie Day as Luigi, as well as many other characters like Peach, who we haven't heard yet. I'll talk a bit more about the voice acting a bit later, but I really want to spend time talking about what I really did enjoy about the trailer like the most, and what I'm still so fascinated by, and why I keep watching it over and over again, even right now as I'm recording this video. So first things first, the one thing that really stuck out to me was just how much respect there is for the source material, as well as even trying to make new things with it. So it's not only for Mario fans, but also for newcomers who haven't really experienced the series yet. Like, for example, I love the way they utilized the penguins from Mario 64 and Mario Galaxy, because these characters originally were just like kind of side characters. They really didn't have a whole lot going on for them, and much less having a kingdom of their very own. But here in the Mario Bros. Movie, they're going to have exactly that, meaning that they're going to have somewhat of a important role to play in the movie as they house a power star, which Bowser is going to be taking, as we see in the trailer. But backtracking a bit here, I want to take time to talk about the humor in this movie and just how the comedy will really work in it. I know a lot of people were nervous about the whole idea that there would be like fart jokes or really weird jokes just being thrown in there just for the sake of being funny. And I'm glad to say that I don't think that'll be the case, especially indicated here by the teaser trailer. It seems like it'll be a lot of slapstick comedy. Like, the humor actually makes sense. Like, there's a joke placed in a situation that would actually require one, or allows one to even happen, rather than just like a random fart or something happening out of nowhere. This kind of slapstick comedy happens once again, where Mario is absolutely terrified of Toad when he pops out of nowhere towards the end of the trailer. It's this kind of humor that actually serves the entirety of the franchise pretty well, in my opinion, and I think it's well represented here in this brief little trailer as well. Okay, but humor aside, let's talk a bit about Bowser. I really think that Jack Black nails the role. I think maybe, I don't know, he was born to play this role. Bowser is menacing, he's forceful, he gets his way, and we only see him in maybe half the trailer, and that's like a minute, but I can already tell that Bowser is really going to be like amazing in the entirety of this movie. Jack Black nails the role, and I just love to see this aggressive force that Bowser seems to be, and without a doubt I can see him becoming like a fan favorite character in this movie, and I think he already might have claimed that status just by the release of the teaser trailer alone. Alright, let's move on and talk about Mario's section of the trailer. Immediately after Bowser's, when he gets the Power Star, Mario is taken into a warp pipe. We see him come out, and he's in the Mushroom Kingdom. Now, I think a lot of people have an issue with the Chris Pratt's voice. That seems to be the main complaint, because everything else about this is really breathtaking in my opinion. But when it comes to Mario's voice, I feel like we haven't heard enough of it to make the assumption that it's just Chris Pratt's voice. But after listening to the clips over and over and over again, I feel like it's really easy to notice that, it's not Chris Pratt's regular voice. I don't think that's what this is. It sounds like a little bit more high-pitched, and it also sounds like there is a bit of an accent in there, whether it's like Brooklyn or New York, I'm not sure, but it doesn't sound like the normal voice that Chris Pratt does for himself, obviously, and also for characters like Emmett from the Lego Movie. Outside of that, I feel like that's the only thing I really needed to address, other than the fact that Mario looks so good. Like, I love the way Mario looks in this trailer. Looking at it before, like I said before in the McDonald's leaks, I feel like there's a really big difference. I'm not sure if it's just because the render here or model is in motion, or whatever else, but I love the way Mario looks in this movie, and honestly, it's so good. I can't get over it. In this same scene, we have Keegan-Michael Key's voice act Toad, and I already knew that was going to be good. Like, I just had the expectation. Like, as soon as I heard that on the casting list, I was like, yeah, I think he can easily pull this off, just because I think he's very good at impressions and doing voices, and he's good at getting into character with things, and this seemed like a really, good choice. So I'm happy to see that worked out really well, and I think it could be really fun to see Mario and Toad kind of bounce off each other in the movie. Towards the end of the Mario and Toad segment, we get to see a beautiful look of the Mushroom Kingdom, and I can't get over just how good this movie looks, man. Like, visuals, like, alone, I think, totally make this a very much watchable movie for me. Like, I mean, I'm already confident enough in the voice acting, but, like, knowing that I'm going to be looking at something so beautiful looking, I can't get over it, really. But the one part of the segment I wanted to highlight is actually the end, where Mario goes like, "Mushroom Kingdom, here we come." It's that line to me that really tells me that this isn't just Chris Pratt's regular voice. I wanted to go back to that because I wanted to defend that just a bit more, because I know there's still going to be people out there that just, are a little skeptical about the voice acting for that reason or many others, but I do not believe that Chris Pratt just, did his regular voice, and especially in this line alone, it sounds like there is a lot more of a high-pitched accent coming out there, and for that reason, I feel like we just need to hear more in order to really, give our opinions on how Mario truly is going to sound. Now, the last segment I'm going to talk about here, which is the last part of the trailer, is Luigi's part, and we see him running from a bunch of dry bones, terrified. And, I mean, this is exactly what Luigi is known for. He's known for being the scared brother, the one that's always afraid to do things, but still gets things done anyway. And, I mean, obviously, you'd have to get that right. Like, out of everything here so far, I feel like this was the most obvious decision to do, which, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that they got this right, but I'm just, glad to see it come to fruition. And then there's Luigi's voice, which I think, I expected this to also be good too, much like Toad's and Bowser's, just because I feel like I've heard Charlie Day talk before, and it does match what could be represented as Luigi pretty well. So yeah, no complaints there. I do like how he ran into the little castle or mansion there, because it definitely does allude to a lot of Luigi going on his own adventure here, maybe, and maybe him running into a couple ghosts, because that's really, I mean, come on, we had 3 Luigi's Mansions, we had to see it come at least once in the movie. And I also think it's pretty cool because this kind of parallels the Super Mario Brothers Adventures comics, because a similar thing happened where Mario and Luigi walked into this haunted house and they were bombarded with a bunch of booze, and they had no idea that that was going to happen. And this same thing could happen here with Luigi on his very own, where he encounters a bunch of ghosts, because again, it is very in character for this to happen to our favorite green-clad plumber. That said, I'm really looking forward to this movie. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this is going to be one of my favorite movies ever, actually, and I can tell just by watching and seeing how much passion was put into it. I really do hope it turns out to be greater than I even imagined, and I think that's actually a possibility after seeing this amazing teaser trailer. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think about the Mario movie so far? Are you invested like I am, or are you still turned away from it? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. Also, while you're at it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe on the video if you enjoyed it. Anyway, now's a great time as any to shout out my legendary channel members. Thank you all so very much for supporting me and my channel and creating the best possible content that I can create. Videos like these and many more would not be possible without you, and I praise the Lord for y'all every single day. Y'all are truly the best. If you want to become a member of my channel, there'll be a link in the description down below. But if you want to support me through other means, I have a merch store, and you guys can check out all sorts of SONICSTA swag, whether it be hoodies, hats, t-shirts, you name it, we got it. The link will be in the description for that as well. But anyway, thank you all again so much for watching. This is SONICSTA signing out. Have a super blessed day, y'all.
Why are you playing that trash?